Meta and ChatGPT just broke the internet with their latest release. It has never been easier to advertise on Meta than it is in today's time. And I'm gonna show you what this latest update that Meta just released in ChatGPT that makes it so much easier for brands and for advertisers to advertise on the Meta platform while getting the highest possible return on ad spend. And so again, in this video, I'm gonna break that down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the updates that were just released from both Meta and ChatGPT. I'm also gonna go into specific ad accounts and show you some of the new releases in play, right? And so essentially what the release is that Meta just rolled out Andromeda, right? Which is, as you can see over here, which is a supercharging Advantage Plus automation with the next gen personalized ad retrieval engine, right? In laying term, that's just they just made their algorithm, their system so much better that once you use the platform, they're able to target your target customer easier than it has. They actually essentially made the process significantly easier than it's ever been, right? Essentially making their system, their algorithm much more efficient. And so now, if you're advertising on the platform today, as we're seeing now, it's just our campaigns, our ad account are just so much more efficient due to this update that they just released, right? So that's the update. Now, you can go and read the article that they released, it gets in depth if you want to get the in-depth details of it. And the next thing actually that makes this process so much easier is with the ChatGPT update. So ChatGPT rolled out a new update in their model that allows you now to generate images, right? Now, so in the past, there are image generation AI that are out there, but they're just not that good. There's just a lot of errors and a lot of flaws with those image generation models that are out there. But with this new update that ChatGPT released, which is ChatGPT 4, image generation, it just generates image so effortlessly and it's clean. Now, obviously, there's a bit of little work that you have to do, in which I'm going to show you how we use some of these to generate ads for some of our clients. But it just works. It just works, and I'm going to show you the difference, right? So as you can see over here, this is the update that was released. So introducing for image generation. So essentially, again, you can go on and read this, kind of what that release is, and essentially what it consists of. But as you can see over here, these are some of the prompts as an example that they've used to generate the street sign over here, right? This is AI. It's crazy. This is AI. It looks like somebody, a photographer, came and took that picture and then went in and edited. But the fact that you can do this just using AI is mind-boggling. It's insane, right? And the reason why this is so cool, because one of the biggest challenges on Meta, right, with this platform is that you constantly need to be testing new creative, new image on a consistent basis so that the algorithm has enough variation of different customer persona, customer avatar from the image that you're inputted in there, that it uses that to find your customers, right? In the past, for Meta to work, you just need to constantly be doing that. But now, and obviously, as an advertiser, right, as a brand, generating image and creative it's a hard thing, because obviously you need to pay a lot of money to creative, to photographer to generate these images for you. But now that you're able to do that on AI, the cost of advertising, of running a brand, of advertising is significantly lower now, because you don't have to pay a lot of money to generate creatives, to test creatives on Meta, because now you can do that for free at just the cost at the premium membership on ChatGPT. If that's not insanely good news, I don't know what is. And I'm going to show you how to use both of these together. I'm going to go through on ChatGPT. I'm going to go through the different prompts that we've used to generate images that we're now using on Meta. And I'm going to go into Meta and show you the performance of this AI generated image. Again, this is crazy. So pay attention to this. Let's get started. So going into my ChatGPT account, and so we have a client. The name is here. It's Pip Wellness. So there are it's an arousal, an arousal enhancing product, right? So they sell this oil that arouses sexual, your sexual desires, essentially, right? And so advertising this product on Meta is hard. One, because they have the word CBD in the specific products, right? And so Meta doesn't allow that. And so it's difficult to advertise this product on Meta, because like there's just different ways in which we have to use the image and the words that we can't use, right? And so I'm going to show you a workaround how we use ChatGPT essentially to solve for this problem, right? And so initially what I did, I went into ChatGPT, right? And then I plugged this image of the product. So it's called release. And so as you can see, I'm hoping that you can see this. So if you can see on the bottle, right? So this is a picture this is the picture that like we took. On the bottle, it has Pip CBD, which is essentially the old branding of the brand, right? And so they still have this Pip CBD on a lot of their products, right? Because they have like a large inventory of these products using the old branding. And so we've been kind of going through a rebrand, or at least changing the name of the brand just so it can get approved on the Meta platform. And the brand name that we use is either Pip or Pip Wellness, right? Because we can't use CBD, because once we use creatives in Meta that has the word CBD, the ads instantly gets disapproved, right? And so part of what we've been needing to have to do is we'll take the picture of the product, and then we'll have to go on like Photoshop and then just remove the word CBD on it. Like obviously, like that takes a lot of time. Like we have to like pay more money to creative people and to photographers essentially to be able to do that. But now we can do that at will on ChatGPT, right? So what I did, this is the prompt that I wrote. Again, the prompts are super simple. I was just playing around with these, right? I didn't put too much attention into the prompts that we're using. So this is what I said. So I've uploaded the product, review the product, and provide multiple great creative ads I can use for this products, right? And so boom, it's essentially it spit out different ad concepts that I can use. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. So redefine intimacy, and then the second one is for the intimate you, right? And so here's the other ones as well. Wellness meets intimacy, right? And so it generated these ad concepts, right? And so essentially what I've done is taking those ad concepts, I've told now ChatGPT to, hey, generate image ads I can use for this product, using the product uploaded with the concepts that they've shared with me. And so this is what came out, right? So from the image that I uploaded here, this is what came out. Now, obviously, this looks very clean. They have a nice background and they have text included in it. Now, the only problem is that if you look at the word Pip CBD, as that's what it should be, it has like PTP, like just the text is not quite there. It didn't get the text right? And so I can obviously use this, right? And so another prompt that I wrote is edit the image, remove the word CBD, and replace it with hemp plant, right? Again, because we can't use the word CBD on Meta on any products. And so remove the word and replace CBD with the word hemp plant. That is acceptable on Meta. So I did that, and so this is what it spit out. It did remove the word Pip CBD, and so this is what it has. So now we have Pip, which is good. But the thing is that with the hemp plant, it just didn't get that right? So when we look at it, it has hemp plant instead, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. So had to play a little more around with it, just kind of a little more touch up on that, if you will, right? And so, okay, cool. Another prompt that I wrote on the lower part of the yellow bottle, it says hemp plant I put what it says, hemp plant instead, replace it with infuse, right? So there's just a misspelling in that. And so this is what it spit out. It still didn't get it right. Intimate, like it didn't get it right. So this is what it has. Intimate, blah, like use, it still didn't get it right. So I was still playing around with it. So okay, cool. The text on the bottom of the bottle is still not clear. The text says intimate low use. Can you remove the entire text instead? Just on the yellow bottle, keep the logo name Pip. Just remove intimate low use on the yellow bottle. So that's the prompt that I had. And so it just removed everything, including the release, which I really didn't specify that. So this is now what it has based upon that prompt. Not quite there, right? Because I still want the word release on the bottle. Cool, the image looks great. The word release on the yellow bottle just as the previous image, right? So it put the release back on there, but then it removed Pip. Okay, still not what we want. Now, I've said add Pip Wellness on the bottle. And so it did, but just not in the right place. So it added Pip Wellness on the bottle. This is good, right? But just the font doesn't look good. So I'm still playing around with it, just not quite there. And so based upon like this previous prompt that I put in here, so this is what it released back to me. It gave me back. Still not what we want. So still playing around with it, still not quite there, we're still playing around with it. And so the next thing that I did, okay, cool, I uploaded additional data on the platform, on ChatGPT, right? So I've uploaded 2 additional images in hoping that it can use both of those images to further increase the quality, not necessarily the quality, but to get it right. So it has multiple touch points that it can use in reference and to put the image that I want together. So I upload this like, hey, I just uploaded an image of my product. Boom, 2 additional image, right? Obviously, of course, it can still use the previous data of the prompts that I've been using, right? And so the next thing that I say is, with So it gives me ads. One thing it does is like it gives me social media ads that I can use, social media posts that I can use, as you can see over here. But the thing that I said is like create social media ad version with engaging text overlay, right? Based upon the images that I uploaded, right? And so this is what it spit out. Boom. That looks good. That looks good. And so immediately in my mind came, okay, I just need to be able to provide it with multiple images of the product that I want, maybe different angles and like different, like just multiple images of the of my original product for it to produce this out. So it got the hemp infused correctly, but Pip CBD is still there. But this looks much better. This looks much better because it got the hemp infused, like it got it. So that's good. Great. And so I just, another prompt that I put, this is great. On the same generate, please remove the name CBD, right? Because we still don't want CBD on there, right? We still don't want, because it says Pip CBD. So it finally got it. It finally got it. And so it generated this image over here. So really, and it has obviously like the text, the title or the headline, release, relax, rejuvenate, Pip release, and well, actually, it didn't quite get it on this specific one over here. So, because it has released in 2 places, right? Okay, cool. So, still messing around with it, right? Still messing around with it, adding some different prompts. And essentially, it wasn't able to generate the image of the prompt that I put together. But then it was like, hey, I'm going to give you an alternative. And so, the alternative that it provided was this. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. So, it has, obviously, it has like a woman, right? It has a woman in the background. It has the bottle, the product, perfectly put together. It has the Pip correct with the branding, with the font. It has release. It has hemp infused, intimacy oil. Like it got it. It got it. After multiple tries, it finally got it, right? And so from that, I'm like, okay, cool. Give me a different version of this ad, right? The same ads. Give me a different version. Boom, and it spit out this one. The product is still good. It got the naming right. Pip release, hemp infused. Like that's what I wanted, just in a different setting, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Give me another version of this ad. Boom, it spits out this right here. Okay, cool. So I'm just playing around with it. It gives me multiple versions of the same ad, right? And then boom, it gave me another one over here. And then boom, it gives, and essentially what I added is like, hey, give me 5 different ad concepts for this product that you can generate, right? And so that's what I did. So it put together 5 concepts of the ad essentially, right? And the next thing I say, hey, take those ad concepts and generate images from that. And then based upon that prompt, this is what it generated. And this is the image ad that has been performing the best on Meta as we're testing AI generated images. This is the ad, and I'll go into the platform and show you this, but this has been the best performing AI generated image, right? And the reason for what I'm showing this is just how fast I was able to do this, right? And just the quality of the work that I was able to produce. Like, look at this. Like, this is gorgeous, right? And so I'm like, okay, cool. Give me another image from the second concept. And then it gave me this. Obviously, like the name is kind of cut off over here, but like this is wonderful, right? Because in the past, what we had to do essentially is the following. We have to take a picture of the product, right? We have to go and like essentially go in Photoshop and erase any CBD included in here, and then we have to take a hand, and then we have to use Photoshop again to essentially take the bottle, make it look like somebody is using the product, right? That's like, it was a lot of work for designers, but the fact that again that we're able to do this within a fraction of a second, maybe a couple seconds, okay, maybe a couple seconds with AI, like it works and it's great, right? And here's another concept: better than bare. If you know what they're talking about, but like this is amazing. This is amazing. Here's some other concepts that are generated, some other images that are generated that I really liked, and that we're also using in ads. So this is one of them. Again, this is fantastic. And then I told it to, okay, cool, give me some other ad concepts that we can use, and it did that. And so again, I put the prompt, hey, let's get some image generated from this concept, obviously using our product, and this is it right here. This is another one right here. Now, this is another one right here. This is you're beginning to see how quick we can generate images using AI that we can then test on Meta, right? We can do this as much as we want now. Now, obviously, there's our restriction in terms of like the number of images that you are able to generate within ChatGPT at a specific time frame, right? So, because I remember I think we ran close to like 10 before like the thing timed out. It's like, hey, like another maybe 2 hours or so like that before you can generate the next image, right? So that's currently right now, that's like the current limitation that we're facing. So after a certain amount of image that we've generated, we have to wait X amount of time before we can use the image generation feature again. So you can see how easy this is now, because this solves the biggest problem on Meta, the image generation process, or the creative concept of it. Because again, with Meta, the biggest thing that they play on is your ability to be able to give it new, distinct creative for them to use and find your ideal customer, right? Because oftentimes a lot of people do, they would input the same creative on Meta, maybe just change the background or something like that, but like the concept is the same. Now with this, you can generate multiple concepts of your product, different angles, and it does it for you. Like it gets the text, it gets the products, it gets everything right for you. Now all you just have to do is play around with this to be able to generate those images in which you can then plug into Meta, right? Now, let's jump into Meta. Let's jump into an account that we've been testing this on, right? So we're not spending a whole lot of dollars, because like a lot of dollars on this, because we're just testing out this concept and it's working. It's working for us, right? And so this is that specific the specific brand that we've been generating this image for. So we're gonna look at this campaign over here. Cool. And so you can look at all the images that we're currently testing at the moment. Right, you can look at like all the images that we're testing at the moment, and we can see kind of like the purchases from those images that we're testing. We're testing multiple images. Now you can see the AI test because of the AI, like it has AI image test 2 or AI image test 3 or test 1, right? So you can see like the multiple AI generated image that we're testing over here against the original image that our designers put together, right? And so one of the best performing creatives that we've had on the account is this, single image Kim remake, right? So we just took this. So essentially what we did is like, for the longest time, this image over here has been our best performing image, right? This testimonial from Kim. And so essentially what we did, we took this concept, and then we told our designer, hey, just give us the same testimonial, but just use a different person, just use a different character that represents Kim. And so we did that across multiple images. And so in this one, it has Kim, as this individual, right? But again, the testimonial is the same. The testimonial is real, but we just changed who Kim is. We just want a different image of an individual that could relate to who. Essentially like a different demographic, because in this image over here, Kim is black, and then in this image over here, Kim is white, right? So the goal was that using white Kim will be able to, to appeal to just a different demographic that matches this Kim, right? So you get the point of that. So that's why we've been testing a lot of that. But again, now with the AI generated images, this is one of the first one that we tested. So the copy and everything was the same. All we tested was the image. This one didn't get much traction. And so then we started testing this one. This one did decent. And so we got one purchase. This was the image that I was showing you guys on ChatGPT that I generated. Look, the exact same image. This one got one purchase. Okay, cool. And then we tested another one. This is the one that started picking up traction. Again, I showed you guys this image over here that I generated from ChatGPT. This is that same image. It's not just you, it's chemistry, right? Now, the only thing with this one is like the words are a little bit cut off, right? Because, we still have to be able to get the right sizing with ChatGPT, which is another thing that we're working on. But it got it. We're getting purchases from this image, right? We're getting purchases from this image, and it's crazy. And here's another one of the ChatGPT image generated. This one didn't get a purchase, but nonetheless, now we have the ability to test multiple images, multiple creative, just in a fraction of at a fraction of the time that we used to be able to do, right? What does that mean? Now we're able to get more creatives that we can insert and use with different angles, different perspectives, in which the AI now has to be able to target our customers. Right? Because the thing with Meta is like, if you put the same image and you just change the background or just a small thing in the image, like it doesn't count as a new concept. It doesn't count as a new angle. It's still the same image. Like Meta still sees that as the same image. And so that's what a lot of brands, a lot of other agencies and a lot of other advertisers would do as well, right? And so that doesn't work. In order for Meta to be able to distribute those images to new prospective audiences, is for the image in itself to be different. We're using a different angle, using a different concept, right? And again, you can now do that at a fraction of the time with ChatGPT, right? And so another thing that we did, we took that same image, we also tested that on remarketing campaign, right? We tested that. Prior to that, our remarketing campaign sucked, honestly. And so you can see that we injected just that one single image that was performing well on the prospecting campaign. We injected that for remarketing, and all of a sudden we're starting to see purchases. But prior to that, we were just getting very few purchases from the remarketing, which was the image of Kim, right? And obviously, like, the copy is different, right? The copy is more geared towards a remarketing. Hey, you left something behind. We don't blame you, right? And so the copy is the same. It's just we just changed the image, and now we're getting purchases. Now, if we look at this, if we look at the return on ad spend on remarketing, or just this image alone, is at 2.64, right? Guys, I hope you're understanding how massive and how huge this opportunity is, not only for advertisers, but like for brand and for agencies as well, because now we're able to get the outcome that we want at a fraction of the cost and at a fraction of the time. When you merge those two together, you just have this catalyst, a big catalyst, something that's just transformative in how brands now advertise and how brands can be significantly more efficient. And couple that with the update from Meta, it's just a big boom, right? And so guys, I'm hoping that just going through this video, you can kind of see the opportunity here. You can start leveraging some of this, right? And yeah, I hope this is valuable information for you guys. And if you do find this valuable, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up. And if you have any questions in regards to what I just went through, or if you needed some prompts or whatever it is, leave them down in the comments, and then we'll be sure to answer that. Guys, thanks again if you made it through this far in the video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.